What's going on, everyone? My name is Miles. Welcome back to another Apex Legends video. In today's video, I wanted to give you guys the 4th episode of the coaching series. And so for this one, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give you guys my personal gameplay, and I'm going to run down, just kind of give you guys the rundown of my decision making that I make when I play in game in the Apex Predator lobbies. So let's just jump right into it. So as you guys can tell right here, we're going to be going to sorting factory. Now, I have not played ranked in a long time, so I will say that you guys are going to have to cut me some slack when it comes to some accuracy. I made a lot of really bad mistakes as far as positioning and as far as accuracy goes, but that's kind of good for the episode because I can point out those mistakes and just show you guys things that should be done better. So landing sorting factory is probably not the best decision here. We actually go train and then into sorting factory, but train is such a hot spot and you really got to be careful when landing here because it's so RNG. You're not really guaranteed to get a weapon, but you are usually guaranteed to get a purple armor or two. So that was a good purple armor grab that I have. Unfortunately, I'm just now getting a weapon, and so a lot of this off the start is really luck. That's why you have to get a good drop zone, get a good landing spot, because a lot of your ranked games are probably going to end in some RNG, not going in your favor. And ranked is so important to be consistent in all of your games. Like, you can get, yes, a win with like plus 155 points, but then the very next game, the very next two games, you could lose it all back pretty much in, minus 60 in Apex Predator just by not choosing a good landing location. So make sure you're choosing good landing locations that don't have many people, maybe 0 teams, and at the very most, I'd say 1 or 2 teams, but usually about 1 team. I like to do about 1 team. That way you can go ahead and knock out that 1 team and already have like 3 points for RP kills, and that's going to help you guys as you get like top 10 and top 7 and all of that stuff. It's going to help you with that multiplier there. So really important to get kills early in the game if you can, but it's also more important to just make sure that you're alive. So that's my suggestion there. So luckily no one landed here with us at sorting factory, so we were able to secure some really big loot here. Able to get 2 purple armors. I got an R99 and a peacekeeper, which is usually my go-to loadout anyways, so that was really good. And so far nothing has been really no mistakes have really been made because there's not much to what we've done so far. And so like obviously if you have this opportunity here to loot like this, you need to take advantage of it. Grab all the loot that you can. So we're not grabbing armor and guns and just immediately trying to go fight. Just go ahead and secure all the loot that you can, because you don't understand how important having a blue shield and a white shield could be in a fight. So for instance, like, yes, we got 2 purples, but it could be so huge for our teammate, our 3rd teammate as lifeline, to have that blue armor that they might find. And I'm not even sure if they actually find a blue armor here, but just by securing all this extra loot, maybe he finds a light mag, or maybe he finds anything. Those extra bullets, that extra small amount of health, yeah, see, we find the purple here, that could be completely game changing. That could allow you to win that 1 extra gunfight and really change everything. So if you have the opportunity to continuously loot where where you spawn, make sure just cover it all. Go ahead and cover it all and get it all over with. So I'm not really sure why I was looking at my inventory there, but so after here, what I would think is we're pretty secure on loot. Teammate's gonna go grab that purple armor, and then we'll probably rotate towards fuel depot, I'm guessing. I think we actually spotted someone here, so we're probably going to wait just a little bit. And you got to understand also when to engage. So you'll notice here, like, we're just not goofing off, but we're not rushing ourselves into any situation because there's no need to right now. Like, if we get third partied, then we lose the game with minus 60 points because we haven't found anyone. So be really cautious on how you engage in fights and when you engage in fights. And I think we're going to probably go engage a team over here, so we'll see how we exactly take this fight. So also you want to make sure you're not too spread out. Notice how we left teammate behind completely. If we were to get into a fight right now, teammate's not there to help us, so be really careful about that. We felt really confident in everything, and my teammate right here was actually telling me don't engage, don't engage, don't engage. And so that was really good, because you know, if I engage right here and I get these people to come out and fight us, you know, we're pretty split. So we make a good decision by challenging this person together. We're about to get on this zip line, and there's a person up here, and we challenge them together. So that was a smart idea rather than me challenging early. And so teammates causing some havoc down low. And I'm about to rush this Bangalore because I know that my teammate just got a lot of damage done on her. And then I break the Pathfinder, so we know they're really weak. Right now, okay, if you're ever in this situation, push this, okay? You got to push this. Take advantage of this, because there's going to be a team always third-partying, most likely. So you can't spend too much time like wasting just by trying to fight these people and chase these people. It actually took us a little longer than what it should have to finish up these people, but we were able to clear them out and go ahead and loot up and get ready for the next fight. So that was a good one. If you guys ever get two people broke like that and you know they're just really weak, go ahead and just push them. If you don't win that, then something went massively wrong. Either you are not helping your teammates correctly, or your teammates were not helping you correctly. That's why I always suggest you guys playing in pre-made lobbies. Don't solo queue, because if you solo queue, you're most likely going to get one of the worst people to ever play Apex, and it's going to be really bad. And you could have a really good opportunity to getting a high RP game that could just go to waste because of one teammate you got that was just absolutely terrible. So try to play in pre-made lobbies if you can. Look for good people to play with. There's a lot of options out there. Good Discord servers that have some good people. There's also you know, just solo queuing, and when you do find a teammate, you know, just go ahead and friend them and get used to playing with them more often. So those are all good options there. So right now we're on the edge of the ring here, and I want to show you this path that we're about to take. So a lot of people have this mentality that like, oh, the ring's coming, so we got to go now. Like round one, notice how like none of us are under half or 50% health right here, right? So we just fought a team, and I just got 2 points for RP, which is huge in Apex Predator, by the way. Absolutely massive. You can't get like a 5th place with 0 kills. You have to have points. So notice how we weren't like really stressing to get to the zone early, because it's just round one. Don't be afraid to take round one zone damage, because it's not that big of an issue. So now we're here on the edge of the zone, and most likely there's not going to be a team directly just gatekeeping us. There might be, I think there is a team over here in this area, or maybe it's just that train station glitch, I'm not sure, but I do remember there being a team here at some point. There's no one gatekeeping because we were so far away they probably did not hear the shots, but there's no problem with rotating late. Okay, so don't be afraid to hug the ring zone or hug the edge. Don't be afraid to do that, because a lot of times it's actually better than to go ahead and go to the middle. Because if you go to the middle of the zone and you're just, you know, like trying to get to the zone early, that way you're safe, that could actually be really damaging sometimes, because you're putting yourself in the center of attention, right? You're putting yourself in like the main attention span of everyone in the lobby. So yeah, I think we do find, oh no, that was the audio bug. So I don't know if you guys know this, but apparently there's an audio bug over here by these steps where it just sounds like people are walking. But I'm not sure what that's about. I'm not sure if that was just that game or if that's every game. So we do have a team here, and I'm not really sure what this team was doing. They were really split, and they were also not challenging correctly. So we really were able to take advantage. We were all singling out the Gibraltar at first, so that made that knock really easy. So now it's a 3-on-2, and we all have pretty much full health just because we all focus fired that Gibraltar there. And then I spent some time looting, and then we just chased this last person, and we just go ahead and knock her out. But we don't want to give her time to get back, to heal up, possibly even get a res off on that Gibraltar. Just go ahead and end her game immediately. That way it's just one less team to worry about in the future. So why this Pathfinder here? I know there's there's a Pathfinder coming up here. Why he decided to just push by himself like that, I'm not really sure. That was a really bad decision on him, and we're doing pretty good right now as running the lobby. You know, we haven't really made any big mistakes. I do know that I make some mistakes here towards the end part of the game. So we got a vault key here, so that's why we're running back to the vault room. But notice again, I want you to notice, look where we're at. Okay, we're going back to the zone. There's 26 seconds left for the ring. Okay, so a lot of people say, oh no, we can't go back because the ring's gonna get us. Stop worrying so much about the ring. Okay, round 1 and round 2, you guys have a lot of free room to play around the ring. So if you take some zone damage, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So if you guys get a vault key and like you need the loot, go for it. Like don't suppress your loot to not being that great all because you're scared of round 1 or round 2 ring. The round 2 ring is not that bad. Go ahead and secure the loot that you need, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So notice how right here we just got a gold knockdown shield, which could be huge, by the way. Like, you never know when that could actually just change your game. Could be massive. Just to have that extra shield could buy some time. So now we're just going to run to the zone. We got plenty of time. We're not even, the zone's not even moving that fast. So we were able to secure that loot, and we were also able to get to the zone without taking any damage. I think I took just a small tick right there, but it's not a big deal. So the more you play, you will learn the speed of the zones. So you'll know like how far you are from the zone, and how to translate that to how fast the ring is going to move. So that's just something that comes with experience, not really something that you can kind of teach. So a big thing is just playtime, like making sure you have a lot of playtime. Having a lot of hours in the game is huge. So that's something I obviously would recommend. Notice how here, once again, we did a really good job of focusing fire at one guy. We all shot at him at the same time. In the audio, we actually were counting 3, 2, 1. So it wouldn't make sense for me to just shoot by myself and then he runs away and gets away. Like, we time it all together. That way he just gets lasered by all 3 shots at the same time. So that was huge. And unfortunately, this Wraith had absolutely nothing to do because she was just pinched by zone and by us. And so that's why that worked out for us. So right here, once again, we're on the edge of the zone. Notice how we always do this. Like, this is something that works really well for us. And personally, I've noticed it work a lot better in Apex than it does in Fortnite. Is playing the edge of the zone is a lot better than, going ahead and getting in the zone a lot of times. So pretty much every ring, all 3 rings, I'm pretty sure we've just kind of sat on the edge of the ring. We've not really worried about getting to the middle of the ring too fast. We've just kind of taken our time and just played it one team at a time and one ring at a time. And so that's helped us to not get third-partied so badly. And once again, like, you just gotta forgive my aim and forgive Mercy's portal right there was an accident. So let's see. I'm trying to remember the decisions that were made here. So I wanted to take a wide left right here. It would have been good, but it also was not necessary just because they noticed that the Pathfinder was pushing by himself on the right. So we just had to punish him, focus fire him when I do go back. But it would have been probably smart either way to just take a different angle on them. But you got to remember, like, always try to eliminate one person at a time. So like, if that Pathfinder right there just pushed us to the right, go ahead and focus fire him. That way that you can just automatically make it a 3v2 while you're all full health. So they did portal into a bunch of other teams. So as you can tell, it was like 8 squads left in round 3. So there's going to be a lot of teams in a smaller area of a zone. So that's also something you just got to get used to. You got to learn how to not be so thirsty and want to engage so fast. You've got to just be patient, allow the ring to just constantly tick down, and eventually these teams will come into the ring, will continuously rotate into the ring, and people are going to die. So don't try to engage in fights too early, because you could be sitting at 5 kills of RP at top 10, and if you engage, you might die. And then if you would just simply wait and just stay in the ring and allow the other teams to fight themselves, then you might get from top 10 to top 5 and almost double your RP just because of placement points. So definitely be smart about that. If you don't have to engage, then you're good. Then don't engage. Don't force a fight that you don't have to take. That's really important for a high-level Apex competitive scene. So right now we're pushing into zone. This is a very dangerous move right here because we're in a smaller ring and we're also pushing towards the middle. So we're going to be the center of attention of pretty much everyone, but we're trying to third party a team, which is not a terrible. We're also trying to stay on the outside edge. You don't want to stay in the dead center because, like I said, you don't want to be the focus fire of every single team. And then once we noticed that we were getting shot from the back, we immediately disengaged the team that was in front of us that we were initially trying to third party. And now we're just going to full focus this team behind us to go ahead and eliminate them. That way it's a fair 3v3, fair 1v1 versus team. And then we don't have to worry about that third party quite yet. And then, but we also, this is a really big time game here. Like, we can't spend too much time on this team because that team that just got done fighting in front of us is going to try to third party. So this is very important to really knock this out fast. Once again, like, just not going to talk about that aim right there. It's really, really bad. Really, really bad. So luckily my teammates were just able to shred those first two guys, and then we were able to finish this guy off. And then now I believe it is a 3 squads left, and we're still in a pretty small ring. And I think one of the guys actually got, look how many syringes I was carrying. That's just ridiculous. One of the guys was able to get away from the first teams that were fighting in front of us, and I think they were able to get off a res here, which is going to draw a lot of attention. You got to remember too, like, when you see a res, don't think that you're just going to go by yourself and take out this team. The last team also is thinking the same thing that you are. So don't go to the dropship expecting to find 2 or 3 people, or just one team. Expect to find the rest of the lobby here, because in a ring like this small, late game, they're all going to it. Okay, they're all going to that ring, so just be aware of that. So this is the team I think that was trying to third party. They were trying to come take that dropship, and this is another thing you got to be careful here. We don't want to force a fight that we don't really have to take. We could take this, but this is round 4, okay? So the zone's going to hurt a lot more. So now you have to really start considering zone damage, and you don't want to get caught up there. There's only 9 seconds left in the zone, so we're just going to play it safe. We're going to get these guys weak and just allow the zone to come in on them, and then we can just focus on the last team themselves. So I was getting a little aggressive. Teammate almost went down. I tried to cover fire for him, and then we just decided to play it smart. Zone's coming. This guy's wasting his ultimate. Just get away and let the zone do its thing on that Gibraltar there. So I do believe he ends up dying to the zone as well. And then here's where I really start to make some mistakes. So I get aggressive knowing that it's the last team. I tried to just kind of push on my own, and it really backfired because I didn't have a grapple to save me here. And so you'll see this happen here as I try to jump up. I think I missed a lot of shots as well. 41, yeah. So I just started to get laser with a wingman. I think I got headshotted as well. And but it all started with an unnecessary grapple. So that's one thing for all you Pathfinder mains out there. Resist the urge. Luckily my teammates here just went off and clutched the game, but resist the urge as a Pathfinder to just grapple just because. You really need to think about your grapples. Don't grapple early. If you don't know a team's over there, don't grapple around the corner because it's going to come back and bite you. So definitely be thinking about your grapples and be specific with your grapples. Have an intent plan. Like, if I grapple here, is there a chance that there's a team around this corner? Could I die from this? Then don't do it. Be safe, be smart with your grapples. Save them for when you actually need them. So that's my Apex Predator tip guide. That's just kind of my rundown of the games that I had last night when I was playing. Once again, I haven't played in a while because of work, so it's a little bit rusty, but that's just kind of the overall decision making that's going through my head and rotation. One of the things that I've noticed the most out of this is you guys really need to make sure that you're not putting this emphasis on being in the middle of the zone, being in the middle of the ring, going to the ring really early. A lot of times it's just best to play it safe. It's best to just play on the outskirts, on the edge of the ring, because you're not going to have as many third parties, and you're also not going to be the center of attention, and it's going to be a lot easier to control what you want to do. So just be smart about that and think about that in your next games. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed enjoyed this one. If you guys did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more Apex Legends daily videos. Also leave a link down to the video that I first made announcing this if you guys want to send in your own VODs for review. I'm going to be going over 2 more that have been submitted already by my friend Drop and by my friend Call Me Bino, so you guys will be able to look forward to those in the future. But you guys can submit yours if you guys want to be featured in episode 7 of the coaching series. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Also, don't forget the time is coming for the Pathfinder heirloom giveaway. All you guys have to do is subscribe to the channel, comment down below saying that you subscribed. You guys have until Friday, which is most likely tomorrow for most of you that are watching this now. And then also, if you guys want an extra entry, you can go follow me on Twitter and retweet the tweet that I posted that's pinned to my channel. So that's gonna be it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.